What you doing there with my dog, man?
I just got adopted. What are you talking about? She just adopted me.
Bella, you smile. Look at that smile on her.
Oh.
Treacherous. That's treacherous stuff.
See?
And you showed me the tickle spot?
She's a good girl. A little wild. A little wild.
Man, I still appreciate these books. These are some good books you brought, man.
You're welcome.
Real good books.
I'm glad I found them.
Gods and Spacemen of the Ancient Past. Remember I told you guys, these little paperbacks from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, this is what middle-aged men and women traded. This was the internet before there was an internet.
Yeah.
This was, hey, bro, I got a really good book, man. You gotta give it back to me. You're done. I'm talking about this. I don't agree with the ancient aliens aspect, but all these have really incredible information.
Yeah.
Like the modern books by Graham Hancock and all that, they're just so boring. A bunch of made up BS that's made to, sound impressive.
Sound good.
But man, when you read these older books, you see all the archaeology, actual findings. I disagree with the interpretations.
Right.
Aliens came down here and built this.
Yeah.
But the fact that you did the legwork and went there and dug this stuff up and looked at it and talked to locals and got the local traditions and put your own book together.
Yeah.
I can do away with your interpretations, but the information you bring to the table is gold.
Golden.
Mysteries of Stonehenge. Here's another one. This was one of my chief arguments against my lunch break. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna put out a video or a couple videos talking about Stonehenge was just built in the last 100 and something years. Mm-hmm. It's all fake and all this. Yeah, so he kind of went off of that. So I sent him a message on X, and I said, really, bro? Are you seriously trying to pass this off? You can't be this ignorant. I said, I have books in my library that show pictures, illustrations from the 1500s and 1600s where Stonehenge was already falling down.
Right.
You took some black and white pictures of men using tractors. They have to use tractors to put them back up.
To rebuild
after earthquakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's so ridiculous, dude. Trying to pass this Stonehenge off as fake. Yeah, man.
Rifting again.
Dude, there's so many ancient sources that talk about Stonehenge. So,
well, they're like you said, they're picking and choosing, and they're refusing to see that stuff.
So this is going into my Easter Island collect. Don't. You got another Easter Island video coming.
Yep.
It's another one. Man.
Yeah, that one. Those were right next to each other, so I grabbed them both. 2
more Atlantis books. Man, my Atlantis book is going to be absolutely authoritative. I'm citing everybody, even the shills.
Yeah.
Even the shills. I'm citing them all.
Put them all in there.
Man.
Put them all on blast.
2 more Atlantis books. You'll derive value from every single thing you see. Oh, by the way, guys, this is Justin.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Archaix fam?
Been knowing him a little longer than I've actually been in his presence, but Justin snuck up on my dad and I at the Venetian Bet Center while Dad and I were celebrating winning some bets. This is a while back. And he showed up walking by the table, throwing us that old over the shoulder. Oh, Jason Archaix?
I knew he was there. I saw him.
I'm like, bro, you already knew I was here. You may as well go ahead and sit down with us. So we had dinner, right? We had dinner and
we had a good time.
We had dinner and
it was fantastic.
Drank a Modelo.
Yeah. I saw you there, and I stalked you.
Well, you're from Vegas.
Yeah, I live
You're
there.
local.
Yeah, I'm a local. So.
Legacy of the Gods. Oh man, this is a Robert Charot book. I already have 2 others. I didn't have this one, so I appreciate that, man. It's
no problem.
Awesome from collection. I told you
I got you some good ones.
I got so many book monkey presentations. So you're in Vegas, and when we were doing our 3rd round of testing on Cypher, and then man. We had a blast. There's no doubt. Vegas is exhausting, though. People think I go there to play. I'm not doing it.
You got that right. I'm from there, and it's
exhausting.
I'm done with it. It's very exhausting.
The lights, man. It has an energy I don't like.
Yeah.
It's a
real low vibration.
Well, twice I came back sick.
You know what? A lot of people did.
Yeah, twice I came back sick from Vegas. I was thinking it was overexposure to RMF or just maybe increased bandwidth.
Yeah.
So it's just too much, man.
I actually got sick too.
It's LED screens and computers and all that shit's putting off electromagnetic and different bandwidths of radiation, every bit of it.
Yeah. And it affects us big time.
It's crazy. Lewis Mumford, Techniques and Civilization. I only read this because I was in prison. It is very boring. But man, does it have some gold mines. I told you every book that I'm going to derive some value. And there's like 5 statements in here. In my future past phenomena research, I always cite him.
Yeah.
Talking about the decline of civilization is always leading to the birth of another.
Right.
So, yeah, Techniques and Civilization by Lewis Mumford is a book that I cited in my first original 100 videos. I cited him quite a bit.
A lot.
Because I was talking about civilization resets.
Yes.
And Lewis Mumford, this man found a copy of Lewis Mumford, Techniques and Civilization, and brought it to me. Man.
It was on the shelf kind of in the corner.
That's a pal. But you still can't have my dog. Man,
it's alright, I was a dog. It's okay.
So I'm very familiar with Peter Tompkins. I read 2 of his books in prison. One of these is one of them, and I don't have them in the library, so to have these in the library now is excellent. These are
awesome.
The Secrets of the Great Pyramid, Peter Tompkins. He's an authority, and he's got the Mysteries of the Mexican Pyramids. So here's another one. And it's never going to end. I don't have to buy any more books, even though I still do. I don't have to buy. I have more books that I can do book monkey presentations.
Oh yeah, there's so much data.
I really just want to sit down for like 6 months and just knock out a whole bunch of book monkey presentations.
That'd be cool.
Because I can do it. I can read a book a day. These books here, I can read one a day.
You always have 500 more videos.
Man.
You always do.
So somebody sent me an email and said, "Hey, you mentioned Sir Flinders Petrie a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like a Petrie book?" I said, "Yeah, I really would." I got all the actual measurements of the Great Pyramid from the research of engineer David Davidson.
Right.
But he got them all from Petrie. He cites all Petrie's measurements. So this book, though, is called Egypt and Israel, written at the turn of the century. It's over a 100-year-old book. It's a 120-year-old book.
Yeah.
Egypt and Israel by Sir Flinders Petrie.
Oh, that's going to be a gold mine.
Yeah, he's a really good... I opened up to one chapter, and it's talking about the differences in the bricks that have been found in Egyptian cities, which is interesting because the Egyptians had the Israelites as slaves. Now, the slaves in the biblical material, it calls them Israelites, but they were Amuru, they were Amorites,
right?
And they were enslaved. And it shows that 2 different cities in Egypt, the straw was removed from the clay that was burned in kilns for bricks. And it's like, damn, the story in the Old Testament of Pharaoh commanding them to put straw in the brick to make it stronger.
Right.
And then because they rebelled and then because they got caught doing things and they weren't doing everything they're supposed to be doing, it's a whole lot harder to make brick without straw. So it takes longer. But he increased their quota and decreased their straw.
Oh, of course.
So that's what Pharaoh, and this is in the Bible, and Pharaoh did. Well, Petrie is citing Neville and other researchers who actually found evidence that straw was not used in the upper courses of temples and cities in ancient Egypt.
Oh, wow.
They're like, wow, why would they not do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, wow, that's kind of confirmatory to at least one story in the Old Testament.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure is.
I showed this.
Data.
Yeah, I showed this American Indians in the Pacific, Thor Heyerdahl, extremely rare book. I showed this the other day. I'm blown away. I'm blown away.
That's a massive book, too.
Yeah. I mean, like Grendel Dark, he's real interested in Native American stuff. So you brought me a Native American book, right?
I did.
You know what? It's still on the shelf over there.
It is.
It is.
It's all right.
It's a thin book, but it looked pretty packed full of information.
Mm-hmm.
I already put it in the Native American section.
Was it a Collier book?
A Collier book.
Collier book, yeah. It's a Collier.
It was written by Collier.
Yeah.
So, I don't have that one in here, but listen, there's a lot of people out there in the field, making a bunch of claims. You really want to know Native American history? It's very complex. It's amazing. Thor Heyerdahl's a good authority, but you can come to Willis, Texas. You know what I mean? You can set up a play date because I can show you some books that will educate you on Native American antiquities. I have an awesome library I have Barry Fell's entire collection. I showed it to you last night.
Sure does.
It's extremely rare. You can't even buy it now. He started collecting all this epigraphical. It's the epigraphical magazine started in the 1970s and all through the 80s. Barry Fell wrote America BC, and then he wrote American Saga, and he's showing that the Phoenicians, the Egyptians, Syro-Phoenicians, the early Libyans, Jews, they were all here. And the Welsh were all here hundreds of years before Columbus. And that's a big old stack, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a huge stack.
I was donated to me simply because the guy said, man, I can't figure out what to do with this, but you can't buy these anymore, and I have the whole collection. And because you always positively cite Barry Fell and let people know that he's one of the researchers like Graham Hancock and a bunch of people won't mention. They won't tell you that these pioneers have already made all these discoveries. You're acting like it's a new discovery. Barry Fell already talked about this in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So the guy donated the whole thing, and then at cost to him, not me, mailed me the entire package. That's a heavy package.
Amazing.
So here's a book I read in prison like 20 years ago, and I was so excited to find that a copy was floating around on Amazon, because they don't publish it anymore. But this is Atlantis, Mother of Empires. Robert B. Stacy Judd. This is a classic from 1939. It is packed full of everything. And while I can disagree with researchers' conclusions, it's the information they bring to the table that's fascinating.
Right.
Yeah, even Ignatius Donnelly, Atlantis, the Antediluvian World. I love that researcher. I love his books. I just did that Book Monkey presentation on Ragnarok, Age of Fire and Gravel. Right. That was written by Donnelly.
Yeah.
Donnelly believes the Golden Dawn version of Atlantis, 10,000 BC. I can forgive him of that. Mm-hmm. I can forgive that because he's not a chronologist. He wasn't looking at chronographical material when people were correcting the lunar Egyptian calendar and the actual dating of Atlantis. But it's fine. The information he brought to the table was amazing. It's amazing.
Old information.
Yeah, so
good data.
I don't know much about this book. I did notice Freedom in the Ancient World. I thought he just donated it to me.
Yeah.
I noticed something compelling about this. The title. Most books about the ancient world on this subject matter would be titled Slavery in the Ancient World, or Indentured Servitude in the Ancient World, or Prisoners in the Ancient World. Instead, he's focusing on freedom in the ancient world. That's pretty interesting.
Very different. Very different.
American broadsides. You guys know I got a bunch of things from the 1800s. Magazines, bulletins, brochures, little travel logs, newsies. They're all really interesting. This is full of them. This is a collection. I'll probably post a bunch of these on X. And if you're not on X, you're missing out, because that's the only place I post.
Data drops.
Every
day.
And this is irony.
Oh, man.
This is irony.
Yeah.
There's no way to explain it. The day I do a video on old maps that show California, I get this gigantic reprint of what is advertised as the greatest atlas ever done, published in 1664. I go pick it up from the post office right after the video's over. Imagine that. It is just beautiful. Hundreds of pages. That's the note from the donor. It's just, I don't want to damage it or anything.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful and exquisitely detailed.
Very detailed.
Yeah, but this whole book, it's gigantic. Just got this at the post office the day I do a video showing a whole bunch of maps.
All the synchronicities, right?
How that happened. Here's her letter.
That's amazing. Beautiful pictures in that book, too. Beautiful pictures.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So you were reading the book yesterday. He was here last night. I was getting some work done. We were just chatting and talking and kicking it. But you were going through a big, thick book last night.
Yeah, I was reading Source Book Project, Will and Corliss.
Oh, that's right.
And reading some incredible anomalies, just human anomalies and stuff like that. And one of them that definitely intrigued me was this one about a woman who was shedding her bones. She shed her bones yearly.
Yeah, the
internal.
I haven't read the anatomical anomalies book.
Yeah.
I flipped through, but I didn't really read it.
Yeah, and it was just amazing because people are shedding skin the same way as arachnids do. And people go through a phase that they shed the outer dermis, and there's a fresh new dermis underneath. And that's another one of the anomalies that I was reading in there. It's crazy.
Well, I know when you get a sunburn, that happens to you.
Right. So I guess would it be considered similar? But one of the stories mentioned that the individual would get a red spot starting on the chest, and then it would just make its way around the whole body over a 12 or 24-hour period. And then I think it said something about a shedding period for a week or something.
That's just like a snake slowing off the scales.
They slough off all the extra excess. And the skin underneath, they said, described it as pink, like fresh like a baby skin.
Yeah.
On the sole of the feet,
it's never
the
been
hands.
exposed to direct sunlight.
Yeah. It was just incredible to see there's so many anomalies in the body. I don't know, what does that mean? What does that lead to?
I did read some things in that book, or in William Corliss's other book, Unusual Mysteries, of people with human skeletons found with extra 2 ribs.
Yeah.
The hyper digital hands and toes, where they got 6 fingers and 6 toes, which there was a giant in the Bible that's mentioned. One of the sons of Goliath in the Old Testament had 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes, and he's described as beastly.
That's right.
Yeah, but a bunch of red-haired skeletons have been found in North America too that all had 6 fingers. And get this is crazy. They had 6 fingers on their hands, 6 toes. They looked normally human. They looked just like any other humans. They were red hair, and they were master basket makers.
Well, what do you know?
Isn't that crazy?
Can't make this shit up. Just like I said.
Oh man, I'm wearing my new shirt.
The Running Man.
I'm wearing one of my new shirts.
I like it.
Y'all like that? That's one of my new ones. No, there they are right there. I think I'm going to add some more names to it.
What do you think?
I'm going to have to add some more names to it.
Yeah. All running from you.
We'll come out with a second edition.
Ooh. Okay, I like that. Second edition Running Man. I like that. That's a good idea.
I mean, that's what brought you here.
So, I'm on a reset trip, to be honest with you. That's just, I recently lost my mother. I know some of the community.
I remember us all in the community for a while.
And, I could tell that I acknowledged my own stasis, in that moment, or in that event. And, so I just decided I need to break pattern, big time. And
shit, you did.
I did. So I decided to leave on a cross-country trip. Went around the country and visited friends, family, errands. And
that shocked me when you said you were just at the giant trees.
Yeah.
You're there.
Yeah. So that was one of the most, I'll use the word confirming things for me. So I left on Friday, the 17th, I believe, of June. And the next day was your live of just let it go. The only way to move forward is to just let it go. So it kind of confirmed where I was headed. I'm taking this huge trip to process my mom's death, to reset my energy and let go of all the old so that I can recharge for the new. Whatever that looks like for me. And it was very confirming because, man, the next day, it's ready for the live. When you put the title out, I was like, this is ridiculous. This just confirmed everything for me. So it felt like anyway, And I had a really good conversation with Nanny Puffins about it too. So
It's Puffins. That girl, she keeps popping up in my field. Nanny Puffins.
Yeah.
I remember she walked up on me in that restaurant. Like, man, what are you doing there? There's got to be 20 large casinos here. And there's got to be 400 restaurants. Where the hell you find me?
She's good. But yeah, that's why I'm here. And I had some books to give you, some stuff to give you. So I like to drop them off.
You broke better.
Yeah. And I'm confident that this is gonna completely change things when I get back. Hit the ground running and just take off.
Yeah, man. A personal reset.
I love that.
You did exactly what you needed to do, which was you broke pattern, but it wasn't premeditated. It's something you just popped in your mind and you just made the plans to get it.
Yeah.
This isn't something you didn't spend 3 or 4 months planning all this.
No.
Because it loses its spontaneity. And spontaneity is creative.
Yeah.
Part of the creative process. It's like shock charging the field and activating all this potential that's ready to move as soon as your avatar goes in that direction.
Right.
But people don't move and they keep thinking about it. And next thing you know, listen, man, we live in an energy flowing like matrix.
Yeah.
And you can't create all this built up energy to expectation, thinking about doing something, telling people about it, and then it's not going to discharge in some way.
No motive.
That's right. Because if you aren't the motive force that creates the discharge, that allows all this charge potential it's a builder protocol. And then it's the construct helping you build whatever it is you're trying to do. If you're not the one doing it, then this energy that you put into the field can come back on you in any kind of way. Because if yeah, man, if you're not, listen, how many times in your life, you know this for a fact, everybody has seen this, how many times in your life did you watch somebody who unexpectedly received something in life that they weren't even anticipating, but it's what you were waiting on?
Yes.
How many times it happened? It's happened to me many times.
Many times.
To the point to where I had to actually process and like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah.
How did that individual who is undeserving and didn't even expect it and never asked for it just get the exact same thing that I've been
thinking about building? Yeah.
How did it happen? Because we charge the field all the time. Man, the field is absolutely creative, bro. It's creative. Yeah. We charge it all the time. And then we don't follow through.
Oh, I'm full.
The worst thing you can be in this reality is a talker. For real.
Oh, I agree. And that's another reason why for me this trip is so important, because that stasis that I was in, you know, I acknowledged that. I was like, I fall straight victim to it. When you said, if all you do is think, and it gives you more time to think, you can see that feedback loop. And absolutely. I saw it just taking place where I was in that space. And so I was, at the same time, I was saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I have this, and this, you know, all the irons in the fire. And I was doing nothing about it. So the energy, I totally agree. The energy that I was putting in was just garbage. And I know that motive force wasn't going to take it anywhere. So this was needed for me to stop doing this.
You did the right thing.
Start doing the walk.
I had no idea that you were going to just break off like that after Dad and I met you. I didn't know you were going to, because a lot of things happen in your life after you would have not been able to know.
Right.
It just happened.
Yeah.
So, I mean, your mom passing away was one thing, but it was also personal relationships. And dude, you did a total break.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you now, it's 100% generative, because you did a total break, but didn't stay in Las Vegas. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to leave your hometown to break pattern. Right. But you did. And hit the road and went to all these different places. You've been meeting people, having adventures. You're almost living the life of OG Face Diver.
Yeah, all wit. Yeah. I love that, man.
Listen, man, anytime I'm passing through Texas,
amazing.
He pulls his van up right here on my property, and he uses my extra RV over here for the bathroom and the shower, and he lives here. And and then later on, when he's ready to go, he says, bro, it's time for me to go.
Recharges.
And he's gone. Man, he 2 or 3 times a year, I'm going to hear him. That's weird. There he is. He'll be here for about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But it's good, though. It's really good to do that. I think we all need that in some way, you know?
Yeah, man. The pattern break is awesome.
Yeah.
But you really took charge. So I'm going to tell you now, right now, you're kind of in a free-floating state. You did break pattern. But this free-floating state right here is a state of basically unactualized life. Because there's so much potential charged in your field right now, it can go in any different direction. But you're not setting into any routine. You're still traveling in weird places, going in weird directions. The construct itself doesn't see anything that it can really help with.
Right.
You follow me?
I follow you. Yep.
Until you send a positive, message that it can interpret. This is what you want. This is the direction you're heading. This is why you're doing everything you're doing. Once it understands exactly what it is that you're doing, that you want, it's going to start building for you instantly. You got all this charge potential. You created a massive field of charge potential. And it's following you everywhere. You got good energy right now, bro.
Oh, I'm
excited. My dog feels it.
I'm excited for
it. My dog is trying to bit you. My dog was very friendly to you as soon as you got to this property, man.
Yeah, she was.
So, it's, and look at all those battle scars. She's a scrapper. Look at all those cuts
she's all cut up.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, old girl scrapper.
She's half pit and she's half red healer. So, so she has this innate tendency to corral other dogs. You seen how she does
she's
dogs?
Good at it too.
And she'll hedge them, corral them, make them go on different deals. But at the same time, if they don't obey, that pit comes out of her, and her whole face wrinkles up.
Yeah, she was snapping at Sassy, trying to get her somewhere. She was moving her in through the yard somewhere, and I was like, man, look at her, that healer coming out.
Well, what do you think those squirrels think when she jumps up to the 6 foot fences and runs on the top of them? Ooh. Yeah, that dog right there is a champion.
She's good. She's good. Yeah. So, so I've been driving around and going through and seeing all these new things, and it's been helping build my world. I view it as the potential. Talk about it, right? And it's just it's the possibilities that I can place into my new reality tunnel that I'm building. That's how I see it. So,
well, I want to reinforce the importance that, listen, you can hold a field of charge potential for a while. I've done it without discharging. But it does get discharged if you go into stasis.
Right.
So right now, you're mobile, you're doing things, you're still in that, like, discontinuity state. You're still in that non-state. When it comes to your cognition, when it comes to what you want in life, this spiritual mode that you're in right now is basically non-local. And as long as it's non-local, there's nothing for the construct to attach to. Right. But as soon as you do anything that becomes a pattern, like you rent an Airbnb because you're tired of driving around or whatever, and you're there for 2 weeks, going to sleep in the same place, waking up in the same place, basically doing the same activities, will discharge. You're no longer doing all that flow. You're not in the flow state no more.
Right.
You've gotten to one spot, and now you're thinking about different things. Your activities become more honed and confined. The construct's going to interpret that as this is places where you want to stay. Because you stayed here, this is where I want to stay. So the construct starts creating situations that will make you stay. Your car starts messing up. Your finances get skewed for 2 or 3 days, so you can't leave. It does everything it thinks you want because you want to stay here.
Right.
Even though these aren't the things you want at all. You follow me?
Yep.
It does not translate information the way we think it does. Because everybody's convinced that the construct can read your mind. I'm telling you, I see no evidence of it.
No.
Our avatars are a part of our environment, our construct.
Yeah.
We are not our avatars. We're using this.
So
and the field can watch itself. The avatar and what it does in order to extrapolate. And don't get me wrong, like a massive server, huge AI apparatus, it can extrapolate 10,000 moves in advance what we're doing based off everything we've done. The past is a predicate for the future.
Right.
So it can know pretty much anything we're going to do based off past predicates. Unless you're breaking pattern.
Big pattern breaking.
Breaking pattern charges the field. The charged field creates potential. Potential is what the construct needs to build whatever world you want. But we always second guess ourselves, or we just don't follow through. We don't move our avatar in the direction of whatever it is that causes us to break pattern. And then when you don't, the construct thinks, well, things are okay. It starts building your original world right back for you.
Back to the feedback loop again. Yeah, I've done that. I've totally done that. Loop. Big time. And it's very evident when I now step outside and look back at the patterns. Big time. It builds you right back into the loop that you had before.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to do too. It goes back to the motive force. I think that's one of the big things that I got tired of myself talking.
Yeah.
I got tired of myself talking, and I was like, I'm done. I gotta just do it.
look, we can plan all we want, but if we don't try to execute anything, it's just planning. And all planning is going to do is tell the construct that you really like to think. And it's going to create situations that force you into positions to where you don't have time to do anything physically, so you got to stay in one spot, which allows you to think more. And because you're thinking more, because other things have been taken from you that allow you to be more mobile and all that, the construct interprets that as, oh, you're still staying there, so you must really like it.
Yep.
And it creates more situations in your life for you to sit right there and do absolutely nothing.
And keep thinking.
Keep thinking.
Keep thinking. I've done that. I've
It's
done
a
that.
feedback loop.
Yeah, it's terrible. It really is.
Like I say, I ain't never slept with head a lot, Larry. All the fantasies in the world don't mean shit.
Nope. Motive force is important.
All the fantasies in the world do not mean anything.
Yeah. So I read some stuff. So what's going on with you and Chief Ironbush?
Oh, Mr. Chief.
Yeah, Mr. Chief.
Nothing really. I mean, nothing in my field. He hasn't been on my radar. He was on my channel one time.
Yeah.
And that's because a lot of people really ask me, hey man, people from his community.
Yeah.
Hey man, why don't you come on my channel? So I said, okay, cool. I regretted it later. Yeah, I'm not vibrating. I'm not resonating with him at all. But that doesn't mean that even after people send me screenshots where he's been, less than accommodating.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I saw the screenshots, but you know what? I got thick skin. So he had been saying things in social media, man, that really weren't cool. But that's not going to stop me from inviting somebody to my channel.
Of course.
Just like Micah Dave. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and it's not surprising to me that recently they've connected.
They've connected, yeah. It's a little interesting.
Birds of a feather. More power to them.
Right.
I hope they get 100 million views on all they do. Doesn't even matter to me.
Right.
But yeah, Chief Ironbush, I kind of got put off. One, I mean, you can call yourself whatever you want to, but there comes a point in time where you're gonna have to prove that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
So whether he is really the descendant of a chief, or he's the chief, or whether he's really a Native American, I don't care. I judge everybody by their effects.
Right.
And their effects on the field. So I had him on my channel, and my life is very busy. I move on. I gave him his shot. Here you go, man. I let you address my whole community. I worked hard for my community. Like I tell everybody all the time, I did 300 videos. I didn't do podcasts. I didn't sit in front of a camera. I did 300 data drops. Videos that are packed full of information before I even had 1,000 subs.
Right.
I used to do live videos of 12 people for a year.
Yeah.
Live videos of just 12, the same 12 people. I got to know them all real well. And, two of them are my moderators, but two of my moderators are among that original dozen people. So it's been a battle, but very few people can keep up with me because I had a head start. And that's what these guys don't understand. They get envious and they get jealous and they attack me and they say I'm wrong and they criticize and they practice exclusions by pulling out one little single detail while ignoring the vast body of my research, which is insulting. Wait a minute. Who cares about this detail, this detail, and this detail? These are nothing compared to the weight of everything else I brought to the table for which you attack me.
All the rest of the research.
So I don't feel the need to just attack people back.
Right.
I just dismiss them.
Yeah.
I just dismissed him. But some people, like you just mentioned, Chief Ironbush doesn't want to be dismissed. He wants to get back in the field. He made comments on the YouTube channel this morning.
Oh.
But since I didn't answer him, I just let him blather.
Yeah.
Because that's all it is. It's blathering. Because he's complaining about being blocked and all kinds of things. But I'm reading your comments.
I saw that, yeah.
How are you blocked? Yeah. So anyway, it's funny you should ask because since we did that video, almost on a daily basis, all these accounts that I've never seen before, I got a good memory.
Yeah.
I know who actively engages in my comments. I'm always in my comment sections. But man, all these people just start spamming my channel. 1 to 2 to 3 a day appear in my comment sections talking about, Chief Ironbush's video is the best video ever on Archaix. And oh, when are you going to get Chief Ironbush? Oh, what's going on with Chief Ironbush? I can't believe you ain't had Chief Ironbush. But and I'm like, damn, man, is this his family? Is this his family, his neighborhood, his kinfolk, his hood? What is going on here?
I noticed that too.
Because I got other people telling me, hey man, what's up with all this fun spamming your channel? I said, I don't know, man. I'm gonna start removing some of those comments.
There was a lot of people asking.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. It's childish, man. So,
it is.
So I was kind of offended that, I got a lot of love for people, souls that going through stuff. So when I hear that his wife passed, you understand?
That's hard.
The first thing I did was get on YouTube and I did a fundraiser for the dude.
Yeah.
I did that, bro.
That.
Yeah. I don't even do fundraisers for me. Yeah, so I did a fundraiser for him, and I got 2 friends I know for a fact they donated to him.
Yeah.
And I did a full video. I mentioned many times, please help the guy out, all stuff like that. And the dude never even sent me an email saying thank you, bro. Nothing. It's just like J Dreamers, bro.
It's unappreciative.
J Dreamers, I was giving J Dreamers the kingdom. 40-something podcasters that were going to bring him on his channel and blow him up. I was going out of my way to help Jason Sykes. And then I even talked to him and worked it out where J Dreamers was going to be the starring leading role in the Archaix movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man, he was going to be the leading role. And then turn around, I blew my tire out in Leggett, Texas, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Sam Houston State Park. National Forest.
Wow.
I got no reception. I got nothing. I'm out there for a long time. I had a local farmer help me to the gas station. From the gas station, we called a wrecker to come out there. Man, my van's real heavy.
Yeah.
It blew his tire. So anyway, by the time I got back, into the studio and I'm checking emails, J Dreamer's already done posts on YouTube showing me as a demonic AI and talking shit about errands and we're a cult and all that. I'm like, wow, flipped that quick.
Just like that.
Well, with Chief Ironbush, man, people send me screenshots of what he says on Facebook and all that. Like, I'm not into high school shit. I'm not into the drama.
No.
But I don't forget him either. I look at him, I see him, okay, cool. I don't address him. I don't get on YouTube and say anything, but damn.
There's no time for that.
This dude's crying about not coming back on Archaix and like I owe him something. So I'm like, damn, I gave you a shot to come on channel to talk to a huge community that I grew. Because I have a policy that I will always release 3 to 4 videos a week. Most YouTubers cannot even keep up.
Right.
But I had a head start.
Yes, you did.
I had a head start.
Yeah.
I wrote 17, 18 books before I even started a YouTube channel, and 13 of them got published. So I had a huge head start, and I know there's a lot of envy in the field, and I know a bunch of these dudes really hating on me and all that, but I don't care. I ignore that shit. And then they still spam my channel. So the recent developments are really embarrassing. Because Micah Dank, I gave him the same, and come on to my channel. Oh, first of all, before we get to Micah, because I know he'll listen to this, but Chief Ironbush hasn't even been in my mind, bro. I'm doing other things in my life.
Right.
But as people keep spamming my channel, but I still don't do anything about it. And then he drops all these comments. Now he's on Facebook talking shit. You know what? Listen. I didn't resonate with him from the beginning, but I've had other guests on my channel I treated with equal respect. I treated the man with absolute respect. Even though I'm not really feeling none of this shit. I'm just not. So I'm like, if you're that important, if you're so important to the community that coming on Archaix is somehow, from your perspective, absolutely necessary, I take that as a compliment that I must be a leader in the truther community.
I agree.
Now, but equally so, if you're so important, why do you only have 6,000 subs?
Right.
I'm not being critical. I'm asking a logistical question.
Right. Valid. Very valid.
If you're so important and your content is so innovative and so prolific and so deserving that you can be offended at me for not having you on my channel again, why do you only have 6,000 subs?
Right.
When you were on my channel, and if you had a message that was that profound, and people were really resonating with you, then why didn't 15,000 people sign up?
Exactly. There was no follow. There was no.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you now, it's very offensive for you to claim, the Chief Ironbush video was the best video that's ever been on Archaix. Okay, one, you just dismissed my research. Two, you just disrespected every guest I brought onto my channel.
That's right.
Yeah, F off. I'm done with that. That's why. You asked me about Chief Armbrust. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done, past it, over.
I'm done. Just like Micah Dank, I'm done with that.
And Micah Dank, too. Just doubling down.
Okay. Some things just have to be said.
I agree.
I agree. But you can't set yourself up as an educator of other souls and admit to a community of souls that you do not read books. Are you insane?
Yeah, that's a no-no.
Both of them did that. Are you insane?
Not to this community. You do not say that to the Aaron community. That's the last thing you want to say.
Yeah, man. And then they both of them like to attack the integrity of old books. Of course you do, because that's where I get all my data from.
Right.
But because neither one of them actually watch my presentations, but my community does, they know that by the time you actually get a presentation from me, I've removed 90% of the disinfo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get the disinformation from me. I've already removed it from the field. I'm giving you my core research as best I found it, and I'm showing you things from multiple different vantage points.
Yep.
So if I'm talking about a historical event that happened, I normally start sharing it from different time periods, just like the great 25-year darkness of the Ogygian deluge. Mm-hmm. It's in the old Roman Greek. Marcus Varro mentions it. It's in the old Roman Greco records as happening, called the Ogygian deluge, followed by a 25-year darkness. That's over the Mediterranean. But at the exact same time in history, we have the Codex Chimalpopoca. Talks about the world rained gravel and red dust, and the world burned, and there was earthquakes, and the sun disappeared for 25 years.
Right.
Two different hemispheres, two different cultures, two different time periods saying the exact same thing. Of course I'm going to report that.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So I do that all the time.
Gotta read the books.
Gotta read the books.
Read the books.
So there's a lot of things I haven't brought to my community's attention because I don't want to beat up the fact that, first of all, zodiacal astrology, sidereal astrology, tropical astrology, I don't care about none of that stuff, but I cannot say that it's not working, it's not real, because we live in a programmed construct, and programming can be perceived in multiple different facets.
Yeah.
I can't say what you're doing is not real, especially when you show results, especially when I'm sharing an 1893 book on the zodiac that I shared with many people and even sent PDF copies to, saying it blew my mind, because I'm a Gemini, June 9th. Gemini, and this thing nailed me to a T, even my idiosyncrasies.
Mine's a Sagittarius.
So I can't say no. I can't say it's not true. But what I can tell you is chronologically in history, when these things were developed and they appeared in the field. Mm. I've done a lot of research on the zodiac.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These guys want to complain and talk about Jason's wrong, zodiac and all. Listen, man, they don't even have a clue. I can go even deeper, such as what were we discussing about the Roman, the names of the planets? Most people don't even know this.
Yeah, they're Latin.
I've never even talked about this on YouTube. But every single name of a planet in astrology is Roman. It's Latin. It's Latin.
Yeah.
But when you go look at the Greek counterparts, you can Google it, you can chat GPT it, you can open AI it, you can grok it, you can not diamond it, you can use all the AI systems, I don't care. Or you can go and look in the encyclopedias, and you will find that every one of those Latin names for planets that corresponds to a Greek name, I have a list of the Greek names. We're talking about Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Right. Those are the Latin names. Those are the Latin names. Those are Roman names for our planets. Mm-hmm. And it was during the Roman Empire that astrology began using these names for the planets. Wow. We have a problem here. We have a real problem because their Greek correspondences are Hermes, Aphrodite, Ares, Zeus, and Kronos. Mm. These are the 5 Greek gods corresponding to Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn.
5 planets.
We have a real problem because using the same, I don't care where people where they get their information from. Any AI, grok it, be lazy, or go to the encyclopedias, do whatever you got to do. Yep. But you will find that the Greeks knew nothing of planetary astrology. They did not have a single text that mentions anything about any of these planets having anything to do with astrology at all.
See, that's mind-blowing.
What I say about the origin of the zodiac, it was a Christian era deal. They say it was the Greeks, but scholarship doesn't know that because they say the only zodiac that we actually have It's 100 BC in Egypt, and it was Macedonian, and it's not the same signs.
Okay.
It's not the same signs.
Right.
Could be lunar zodiac. You understand?
That's supposed
So
to
we have a problem.
Yeah.
We have the astrological symbols are all of Roman provenance. All these
Yeah.
names for the planets that we have today: Mercury,
Venus,
Venus,
Saturn.
Mars, no, Saturn,
No,
no,
Saturn.
Mars, yeah, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn. Yeah. Those are only 5 known planets in ancient astronomy because we didn't discover Uranus and Neptune until the 1800s. 1781, we discovered Uranus. Neptune was discovered at 18 something. So
Wow.
they were given Roman names. But
Right.
Pluto's getting even a Roman name, even though Pluto's status has been taken.
Right. As a
But my point is this. People like to think that all this shit is super ancient, but there's nothing at all in the entire record of Greek history. All of Greek mythology never had a solar zodiac.
that's
Nothing. And I've told these guys, Gnostic Academy, Micah Dank, prove me wrong. Simple as that.
right.
Prove me wrong. So,
Read the books.
dude, it's
Show it.
yeah, it is weird, man. It is weird. It's just weird.
Well, doubling down is definitely just something that I don't find very intelligent.
Yeah.
I really, it's hard to count that as intelligence,
Dude.
especially when you know that the facts are right here. Look at what we have in front of us, and you still can't.
Well, you know what? I have a prompt. I know some people are going to do this. Hey, here's your prompts, guys. Mr. Academy. Yeah, Gnostic Informant. I like that guy.
Okay.
I can have him on my channel. Gnostic Academy. Yeah, yeah. Just like he practices exclusions and trying to critique me.
Right.
Yeah, I will practice the exclusion of just getting your dumb ass out of my
Archaix debunked in 3 minutes.
Like Archaix debunked in 3 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. It's not even close.
Not even.
So anyway, here's a good prompt. Whatever system that you use,
Okay.
it doesn't matter if it's an open AI system or you can go to your local librarian, you can ask an expert in the field, whatever. All you have to do is say, what ancient Greek writer mentions that astrology involved the movements of Hermes, Aphrodite, Ares, Zeus, and Kronos? Because they didn't know them. They didn't know the names of Mars, Venus,
Right.
Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn. To them, it was Hermes, Aphrodite, Ares, Zeus, and Kronos. Would you please provide one single Greek text, Greek author, Greek belief, anything that shows that the Greeks said that the planet Hermes did this, the planet Aphrodite, Ares, Zeus, Kronos,
Right.
or that any of these gods had anything to do with astrology? Because I've done the research. Zero.
None.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Wow.
Nothing, dude.
It's attributed to Greek.
It's all attributed. See, the Romans wanted to attribute it to the Greeks because it gave it prestige, even though the Romans made it up.
Okay, that makes
You
sense.
want another example?
Send it.
Aries. What is it? Taurus. What is it?
Oh.
Gemini. Cancer. Leo. What are they?
Signs.
Virgo. Libra. You're striking out, bro. Scorpio. Sagittarius. Capricorn. What are they?
Astrological signs.
Aquarius. Pisces. What are they? You're striking out, bro.
Latin.
They're all friggin' Latin. Not a Greek name among them.
Jeez.
So when you do your research and you find, okay, well, I want to know what the names of the Greek houses of the zodiac are. Nothing.
None.
You will find nothing. That's right.
So
What do scholars say the houses of the zodiac originated with? They say Tetrabiblos was the first one to show that the sun goes into the house of Aries, and it has everything to do with the ram, and then the sun goes to Cancer and Taurus, Gemini, goes through all these deals.
right.
Now, Tetrabiblos, Ptolemy, was the first to describe the 12 houses and the career of the sun through the 12 houses.
Okay.
He's a Roman during the 2nd century AD. His book is Tetrabiblos, bro. It means the 4 books. It's Latin. It means the 4 books. Tetrabiblos
Okay.
is the 4 books. Tetrabiblos, he's Greco-Latin, meaning he's of Greek descent living in the Roman Empire.
Okay. Okay.
He speaks Latin, and he writes in Latin.
Right.
So, Ptolemy is the first one to introduce the 12 houses of the zodiac and the sun's career going through them. Although we know zodiacs are more ancient. We know the lunar zodiacs were known, and we even know that Pliny the Elder knew of the zodiac, but not the astrology zodiac that we know. Pliny the Elder called the zodiac the circle where the planets and the sun and the moon go through. And he describes it, but Pliny's describing astronomy. You understand? He's showing the zodiac is a belt where the sun and the moon, and he names the planets and they go through it.
Right.
To Pliny, it's pure astronomy. It's not solar astrology. There's nothing in Pliny that's even about solar astrology. That came 200 years later with Ptolemy.
Okay.
Tetrabiblos.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
At the exact same time. Tetrabiblos means the 4 books. And it's all about the sun's career. It's the origin of astrotheology.
Okay, that makes sense.
The 4 books of astrology written in Latin by this guy were written at the exact same time as the 4 Gospels.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. There's a key cipher.
They link.
100%. That's why the beginning of Christianity, all the paintings, the friezes, the frescoes, all the murals, everything's got astrological significances. That's why these astrotheologists are bent on trying to prove, oh man, look at everything. Jesus never existed. This is all astrotheology. And they're right. But they're only proving the case that the zodiac and all this astrology, Western astrology, the zodiac, all this stuff is a Roman creation. They said it came from the Greeks, but there's no evidence of it. Wow. There's no evidence of it.
It's like they not made it up, but man.
When were all the Christian books written? During the Roman Empire. When do scholars say astrology appeared? Western astrology? During the Roman Empire.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it's all. Not one of those houses of the zodiac I just mentioned to you are Greek. They're all Latin. Names of the planets, all Latin. The corresponding Greek names for those planets have nothing to do with astrology in any Greek text ever.
Oh, wow.
That's why these dudes are ignoring all this. They cherry pick little things they disagree with, but they totally ignore this vast corpus, this gulf of information.
Right.
Yeah, man, that's why I can't take them seriously.
Yeah, they literally, the practicing these solutions are putting them in a place that makes them look, again, non-intelligent.
Say, you know what? I have that list. Hold on, just a second. I have that list. Yeah, man. See, I've never even told my community about that material.
Yeah, we've never heard of that.
Yeah, about the symbols, the names of all the planets, they were all in Latin. And the Greek corresponding ones are not found in astrology anywhere. The Greeks knew no astrology. None. They were not astrologers. Yeah, and there's no evidence, and there's no myths and legends of any of the houses of the zodiac. None of that. I have that list. Let me get the list. This is what Gnostic Academy. This is what, in isolating particulars, but not dealing with the whole, it makes you a liar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're going, I can go to anybody's theory, because you see how thorough I am in taking down Jimmy Corsetti, Billy Carson, Graham Hancock. I'm extremely thorough. I'm coming from multiple different directions. I'm showing off. Okay, these guys don't treat me like that. Instead, they see 100 data points and isolate 3 of them, and then do a 3-minute video talking about debunking Archaix.
Right, in 3 minutes.
It's so pedantic. That's why I just can't. I won't have the dude on my channel. I'm not going to talk to him.
It's not worth it.
It's juvenile. It's juvenile.
It's not worth it.
This is why his channel's not growing. This is why nobody's taking him seriously. And this is all 3 of them. I mean, I don't know why these guys are trying in the field so much, but if the community truly valued your opinion, then you wouldn't be crying about me. You would be enjoying your community.
Right.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Hey, why'd you ask me that question? You triggered the shit out of me, dude. You triggered the shit out of me.
Sometimes those are the good ones.
I got that. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, where's that list at?
I got a list right here. Listen, man.
You know we love the
Even
rants.
despite all this Latin stuff I just told you about, listen, man, this list, I welcome anybody in the community. I welcome anybody in the community to disprove any of this. This is a massive claim I'm making. It is a super epically massive claim.
It is.
And if I'm wrong, it should be very easy to prove it.
Yeah.
Well, my claim is right here.
And then I see sometimes they're like, oh, I'm going to prove you wrong. Like, it's almost like they're treating it as they can prove you wrong, but then nobody takes the step to actually do it. No one does anything about it.
I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Where are you going?
So, get this. Just process this. She might want to get out for a minute. I don't know. I don't want her to hit my cables or anything.
Yeah. Of course I think.
If she wants back up, it's cool. Princess.
Oh, sweet.
So, check it out. Just process the gravity of these statements.
Okay.
No solar zodiac has ever been found in the coffin texts of ancient Egypt. In the pyramid texts of ancient Egypt, there are no references to the houses of the zodiac in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Anywhere. In all 26 Egyptian dynasties, there is not a single shred of evidence of a solar zodiac anywhere. The entire history of Egypt, bro, all 26 dynasties, nothing. The zodiac appeared in Egypt 600 years after the final dynasty fell to the Assyrians and Persians. That's the first zodiac. It was Greek, but it was Greco-Macedonian.
Okay.
It's a Dendera in Egypt, and they think it might be lunar. So, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Egypt's been gone 6 centuries before the first zodiac appeared in Egypt.
Still almost a...
Remember, my claims on my channel, they haven't been debunked. 713 BC, a solaric anomaly. The sun retrograded 10 degrees, and ever since then, the year's been 365.25 days, not 360. And that's where everything changed.
Right.
And only centuries after that did the idea of a solar zodiac come into play. Prior to that, all of them were lunar. Every single one.
No solar. Nothing.
So,
no hints.
Process this. Sumerian and Akkadian and Babylonian epics that we have found at Nippur, Nineveh, all these underground libraries that have been translated, all the cuneiform, nothing. The Epic of Gilgamesh, the Enuma Elish, the Karsag tablets, the Adapa epic, the Atrahasis epic, the Era epos, the Omen texts, the Venus almanacs. There is no solar zodiac found anywhere in the ancient Near East.
That's a lot of history to not have one mention.
I'm telling you, bro. Why are they ignoring all this just to cherry pick a few things that they've misconstrued?
Right.
So what if Pliny the Elder mentioned the zodiac? I've read it. It's in book 2. It's in book 2 of Pliny. And he's perfectly describing astronomy. The sun and the moon and the planets pass through this belt. It's a zodiac. It's the zodiac right here.
Right.
But there's no astrology here at all. It's like Pliny didn't even know that there was an astrological association to him. It's pure astronomy.
Like it didn't exist.
Yeah, he's given degrees, where it appears, where they go, movements, retrogrades. He's given all that. But he's not talking about what it means when the sun enters the house of Aries. What it means when the sun enters the house of Cancer. What it means, you know what I'm saying? It's like he didn't even know.
Yeah.
Because according to scholarship, he didn't know. That was all invented by Ptolemy in Tetrabiblos. Written at the exact same time. The 4 books were written at the exact same time. The 4 Gospels were written.
Right. The link, the cipher together.
They go together. Which is interesting. Which is really interesting because nowhere in the Bible, nowhere in the New Testament are any of the planets mentioned. Not once.
Interesting.
Nowhere in the New Testament are any of the zodiac signs mentioned. Not once.
Not once.
Not once.
Wow.
There's no zodiac in the New Testament.
So you think there would be?
Yeah.
You'd think there would be.
So check this out. The Chinese zodiac was established in the Han Dynasty at the exact same time as the zodiac appeared in ancient Egypt. 100 BC. 100 BC. That's the most ancient Chinese zodiac. The same age as the one that appeared, and it's totally different signs. The Chinese one's totally different too. It's got normal farm animals on it, except for one, which is the 5th month. May, the Phoenix month. Guess what it is in the Chinese zodiac?
A dragon.
It's a dragon.
How about that?
It was originally what? A lunar zodiac.
Man,
this is damning. These dudes are ignoring all this. in their critical analysis of my material, cherry picking 2 or 3 little things, they're ignoring they're not mentioning none of this stuff.
Big facts.
Huge, dude. Huge.
Huge data.
The oldest Sanskrit text on astrology is from the year 270 AD. Yeah, 100 years after the 4 Gospels were written. 100 years after the 4 Gospels were written, this is the admission of Sanskrit scholars when the zodiac first appeared in India. In India. Okay. And the text is called Yavana Jakata. It's an Indian Sanskrit text admitting the zodiac didn't even appear till the Christian period had begun. It's right here, black and white.
Wow, there's a text that shows it right there.
Another scholar named Montukla, he wrote that the Hindu zodiac was borrowed from the Greek. Yeah. But we don't have any evidence the Greeks had a zodiac.
Right.
We have all the evidence in the world. The Romans invented one.
So they're all Latin.
So we have ancient astronomical texts of India, going back to 1000 BC, called the Surya Siddhanta. Not a single hint of the zodiac. You can't ignore all this.
No, you can't.
You can't to cherry pick something. So
not that kind of detail.
All the great epics of India, the Ramayana, the Bhagavad Gita, the Mahabharata. You've heard of all 3,
right?
I feature all 3 of them in my Chronicon. Nothing. No zodiac.
None whatsoever.
Nothing.
Man, it's a lot of data to ignore too.
Okay, we'll go even further.
And there's more.
Go to the other hemisphere. Go to the other hemisphere.
Okay.
Yeah, man. The Maya, the Olmec, the Quiche, the Toltec, the Aztec, all the Algonquin tribes, all the North American tribes, North American Indians, and Chief Ironbush should know this. There's no North American zodiac. North American Indian zodiac.
Interesting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
It's just, there's, even in the Japanese Nihon Shoki, nothing, no zodiac. If a zodiac was so prolific in the ancient world, why did everybody not write about it?
Right.
How do you not write about something that's, the sun's the biggest, brightest object in the sky? Or, in distant antiquity, was there a sun there?
Which we know, there wasn't.
Yep. African, Australian, Pacific Islanders, and their traditions, their histories, folklore, nothing.
Nothing.
No zodiac.
So we have histories from all around.
All over the world.
All over. And not one mention.
Not till the Christian era.
Right, not until that
which was the height of the Roman Empire.
And it was.
It's very critical to understand this. The height of the Roman Empire introduced the Christian religion.
It did, yes.
So,
yeah. And
so here's a list of ancient writers that should have known that a zodiac existed. But they did not. And not one of these even ever mentioned the existence of a 25,920-year cycle, which is what Graham Hancock says is the ancient zodiac. Graham Hancock says the ancient Egyptians and ancient world in general knew that there was a 25,920-year cycle.
Okay.
And he got that from taking the zodiac and each house being 2,100 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's so arbitrary.
That's a lot of time.
It's so arbitrary. Each house of the zodiac is 2,160 years, and you multiply that by 12, you get 25,920.
920.
So that's the zodiacal age. It's totally made up. It's invented. Not even Tetrabiblos mentions this, bro. Not even Tetrabiblos, which invented the solar zodiac.
So where's he getting this?
Graham Hancock got it from the Golden Dawn Society because Helena Blavatsky is the one that put this out.
Okay.
So, anyway, this needs to be addressed.
Right.
By Gnostic Academy, by Chief Iron Bush, you know what I mean? By Micah Dank, ex-32nd degree Mason who's never read a book in his life. I mean, that's his claim. I'm not picking on him. That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said he's an ex-32nd degree Mason, and they kicked him out because he was exposing too much, whatever the story is, and the fact that he doesn't read books. And yet he wants you to read all his published books that he probably used ChatGPT to write, since if you've never read any books, you can't write them. It's as simple as that. So,
that's true.
Anyway, it gets so pedantic, dude. It
does.
Thank you for triggering me.
You're welcome.
So
the community loves it when you go on.
Check it out, man. This is something serious to contemplate. We're
is.
taking this lightly, but think, just process this. The greatest historians, naturalists, and travelers, I guess, that we have the writings to today, not one of these men mentioned the existence of the solar zodiac. Didn't know anything about it, bro. Berosus, Manetho, Josephus. You know how many books Josephus, you know how big Josephus' writings are? So, Flavius Josephus, Philo Judaicus, Herodotus, who wrote the histories. The father of history is what scholars call him.
Yeah.
Phoenician historian Synchronicities. Livy wrote the history of Rome. Pliny the Elder, he mentions the zodiac, but it's not astrological.
Right.
He's just telling you what the motions of the planets are in the 12 houses, but he's not telling you that anything has anything to do with astrology.
Right. No science, nothing.
Nothing.
Just motion.
This is why scholarship says Tetrabiblos is the origin, not Pliny. Not Pliny. Okay. Pliny had a very vague notion, but it wasn't astrological. It was astronomy.
Right.
So this and what's crazy about it is when it comes to the planets, Pliny does kind of talk a little bit about astrology, about when to plant crops, agrarian type stuff.
Okay.
So, but anyway.
A little different though. Different.
Strabo.
Okay.
Greek geographer. Diodorus Siculus, Thales of Miletus, and look at this. Thales, Anaxagoras, Anaximander, all the Ionian historians, scientists, and philosophers. These are the 7 wise men of Greece.
Right.
None of them.
Not one mention.
Knew of the zodiac at all. Anybody can verify all this.
Yeah.
Anybody can. So, Thucydides, Hipparchus, Homer, there's no zodiac in the Odyssey or the Iliad. Nothing. Hesiod's Theogony, Hesiod's works and days, Theognis, nothing. All these are the early 8th century Greek epics. Nothing. How do you ignore this massive gulf here just to cherry pick little bullshit off to the side?
Right.
It weakens your case. It makes you look really childish.
It does.
It does.
Very immature.
So we have the navigator and historian Pausanias, of course, Plato,
right?
Aristotle, his student.
Okay.
We have a lot of their writings.
Yeah.
I got posterior analytics on the wall right there. Crantor, Virgil, who wrote the Aeneid. Aristophanes, author of the Birds. Cicero. Yeah. Tacitus, Plutarch, Marcus Varro, Seneca. How do none of these men know of the existence?
Right.
If it's so important, why?
Yeah. These are important people. These are important historians.
Zodiacs are ancient, bro.
Yeah.
They were all lunar. They're effing ancient, but they were lunar, bro.
Lunar.
They only cared about the passage of the moon through the sky, which only makes sense. Because think about it. It's stupid. The sun is in that house. Okay, you only know that because of modern day computers. Because it's a blue sky. It's a blue sky. It's a blue sky, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you can keep up with it. Don't get me wrong. You can mentally keep up with it because that's not going to change from day to night.
Right.
So, but still, it's the sun's passing. The sun's passing on the ecliptic right there across the sky. But it's a blue sky. You don't see a zodiac. There's no utility.
Right.
But at nighttime, there's a lot of utility when the moon passes through certain constellations. There's a lot to keep up with. You got a visual record of everything going on. And then, because remember, in the ancient concept, the day began when the sun went down.
That's right.
Humans were nocturnal. Remember, I talked about this a lot.
Yeah.
Humans were nocturnal. Where do they get that from? Because they began in a vapor canopy world. Right. And then when that world collapsed the day the sky fell, the sun was a threat. It burned them. It's hard to see. It's too bright. So for the first 200 years after the cataclysm, humans continued to be nocturnal. Why? Because they're familiar with the moon and they're familiar with the stars and that evil disk in the sky. They hide from that during the daytime.
Burns them. Yeah.
That's why, I'm telling you, man, that's why in all ancient cosmological systems, the night precedes the day. By the time the sun's rising, you're already exhausted. You've done your work for the day. You've done all stuff. Right. It's done at night. Yeah. Everything. This is also why all the ancient pagan holidays, Midsummer's Eve, New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, All Hallows Eve.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The Eve always comes before the day.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Well, we have the system backward. Now we think the day starts when the sun rises, and that's not how the ancient concepts work. So here, I'm going to continue, man. Since I'm on a rant.
Let's go.
Since I'm on a rant, Minoan, Knossos, all the badass freezes and all that shit, nothing of zodiacal value has ever been found on Mycenaean and Minoan art.
Yeah.
That is terrible. If it's so ancient,
right,
and it's known by so many people, these people painted every surface. They painted every surface of all their castles, all their forts, all their domiciles. Yeah, wow. Nothing, dude. No zodiacs have been found in all the painted tombs. Yeah, man.
That's very damning.
How do you ignore this?
Yeah, that's damning as well.
Also, yeah, in the whole of Greek mythology, the zodiac is not found anywhere in the myths at all. And there's been a few people that try to argue that and say, oh no. Hercules did 12 labors and that was like the sun going. I said, no. Line the labors up and they don't line up with the zodiacal signs. In addition to that, Hercules is a borrowing from a more ancient culture concerning Gilgamesh. And the acts of Gilgamesh were used and transposed and became the labors of Hercules. But the labors of Hercules were the model that the Romans used to build their zodiac. It's the other way around. You understand?
Oh, wow.
Because the sun, to the Romans, the sun became the hero.
Right.
He became the hero. Jesus is the son of righteousness. Let her out. Jesus is the son of righteousness. Okay. So, she's gotta go give her bark support. If the other dogs start barking, she's gonna give dog bark.
She's gonna get him in. Oh yeah, the alpha.
So anyway, it's nowhere in Greek mythology are there any legends of Gemini. No, I mean, there's no legends of Cancer. Tell me, hey, bro, I want to hear the epic of Cancer.
Yeah.
It's
never heard of that.
It's not happening. So also, you would think the people that would have the greatest utility for a zodiac would be those who worked in the oracles of Pythia, of Dodona, of Didymi. Nothing wrong. No zodiac information's ever come out of those oracles. Yeah, man. We have hundreds of those oracles preserved by many different writers, what they said, what they told people. Yeah, they didn't use the zodiac, and they didn't mention it either.
Yeah, nothing.
So, there's an oracle of Olympus too. Nothing.
That's a whole lot of
there's no myths of the Sibyls in the Sibyls ever using the zodiac or even knowing one. There's no reference to a zodiac in the Sibylline oracles either.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I recently did a video on the Sibylline oracles showing how the Book of Revelation is actually a copy. If you strip away all the Christian and all the Judeo-Christian dressing, strip it all away, what you're left with is Sibylline oracles.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a video on that. It's very compelling, man. It's like, damn, dude, strip away all this bullshit here, and you're left with the Sibylline oracles, which tells of, in the last days, 2 cataclysms appearing back to back.
Right. And you said that's the playbook.
Yeah, man. So Pliny the Elder, like I told you earlier in natural history, he mentions the zodiac, but he was Roman. It still doesn't overturn my thesis. My thesis is that the zodiac did not appear until after the Solaric anomaly of 713 BC, when the year changed from 360 days to 365. That's my thesis.
Okay.
So it's the thesis is not overturned simply because Pliny does mention the zodiac, even though he's not mentioning the solar mythos zodiac.
Right.
It's not overturned. But
he's talking about that motion again.
For anybody to think that it is, and that's a data point, I'm still willing to give them that. Because they still have 99 over here I just mentioned. You ain't dealt with.
Right.
You follow me? It's a massive weight of evidence to cherry pick little things. And thinking it's just crazy, man. This is why guys' channels will never be successful. Because people are basically intelligent. And they know. So, oh man, you know what? You're kind of reaching. So what if somebody gets a couple data points not to your liking? The whole vast body of everything else the man's brought to the table, you're ignoring, bro. You know what I mean? People are intelligent.
Yeah, people are intelligent. They can pick up on things like that.
That's why your channel sucks. It's not because I'm hating on you.
No, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, man.
And if anything, like you said, you've given him a platform. You've given him somewhere to put that out, get that information out, but
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is
crazy.
Wow.
So the earliest church fathers were Clement of Rome and Polycarp. Earliest church fathers. Neither one of them wrote about a zodiac. So Irenaeus of Gaul in 175, wrote a book called Against Heresies, where he lists all the things the church disagrees with. Guess what's not on that list?
The zodiac. Damn.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
How do you ignore that?
You know the church doesn't want to have anything to do with the zodiac.
Has a whole list of all the things, man, that the church disagrees with.
Right.
It's a heresy.
That's not one.
Zodiac is not listed.
That's damning.
175 AD, Against Heresies. It's crazy.
Can't make this shit up.
Now, a little bit later, about 30 years later, Tatian the Syrian does mention the zodiac, and he says it's demonic. So, in the 30 years between the two men, it seems like the zodiac idea was catching on.
Right.
Because Tetrabiblos had just been published.
That's right.
Tetrabiblos just got published, and people were just becoming familiar with the sun going through the 12 houses of the zodiac, and these are the meanings right here. And it was all in Latin. But in order to give it prestige, they claimed it came from the Greeks.
Yes.
But when you research the Greeks, there's nothing. There's no Greek architecture friezes. There's no Greek references, no Greek writers.
Yeah.
Even the names are in Latin and have never been in Greek for astrology.
Damn.
Yeah, man. And when you try to find the Greek counterparts for those names, and you Google them or you use any type of AI search on it, it's always going to tell you, no, the Greeks did not use these for any type of astrological deals. And these are the names of the planets. Yep.
Well.
So, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done.
There's more.
Yeah. So, here's, I want you to you got to process the importance of this. About 30 years before 1 AD, 30 BC, massive earthquake in the Palestine area. In that area was a cave full of scrolls hidden from the Romans. All right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Probably from the days of Antiochus Epiphanes, I don't know. These are the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Right. Okay.
They're discovered 2,000 years later. 2,000 years!
Long time.
So there's been no corruption here. No one's been in there going there rewriting and doing like Pliny's stuff. We don't even know if Pliny said that. And many scholars have said that. We don't even really know exactly what Pliny was because no original Pliny manuscripts exist. They've all gone through Christian redactors.
Oh,
we don't know. But I'll still give them the Pliny argument.
Okay.
We just don't know. But when it comes to the Dead Sea Scrolls, you would think there would be something of the zodiac in there, and there's nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
That haven't been touched for 2,000 years.
They're not the only ones, bro. They're not the only ones, man. The Nag Hammadi Library has the same story, discovered almost at the exact same time.
Oh, wow.
Buried for 18, 19 centuries. So nobody was able to mess with it.
Right.
Guess what's not in there?
The zodiac.
Guess what's in there, though? In the Nag Hammadi Library, there are Latin references to the planets. But they're in Latin.
Latin.
They're in Latin.
Okay.
Nothing about the zodiac in the Nag Hammadi texts. How do you ignore that?
Yeah.
Those texts were untouched.
Right.
Until they were discovered.
Well,
until they were discovered.
Yeah. Dang.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy.
There's no evidence showing in scrolls and that are untouched.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's nothing, man. The New Testament.
Okay.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, all the way to Revelation. Zodiac.
None.
Never. Zodiac's not found in the books of Enoch, in the book of the Secrets of Enoch, in 3rd Enoch. It's not found in the pseudepigraphical text. It's not found in the Apocrypha. There's hundreds of texts, bro.
Damn.
It's not found anywhere. Yep. The Zodiac appeared on the scene during the Roman period, not the Greek. Rome was at its height. Christianity appeared at the exact same time as astrology, as Western astrology. It was all in Latin. And it pretended to be from Greek. But the Greeks do not comport. So bizarre, dude. It's so bizarre, man.
Interesting.
So, I mean, if the Zodiac was so important, it would be painted on frescoes.
Right.
It would have been painted on walls, exhibited in statuary and relics. Nothing. No pillars, no monuments, no artifacts, no tombs, no legends, no traditions. Until the Christian period. That's when it exploded. Now we have references to the sun doing all kinds of things. Phoenix is thrown in there. They show the 12 houses of the zodiac all laid out.
Right.
And it's all at the exact same time as Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John enter the scene. It's crazy, dude.
Huh.
It's crazy.
Coincidence?
Man. Ancient astrology was all about Venus and the star Sirius and the movements of the moon. You know what I mean? It was also about a whole series of constellations that have nothing to do with the solar zodiac. Orion and Arcturus and Canis Major, Canis Minor, Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, Alpha Draconis, Orion's Belt. These are the principal constellations mentioned by every civilization in the world. And every civilization in the ancient world feared Venus, and venerated the moon. And the sun was almost nothing to all of them.
Right.
Yeah, dude. How do you ignore all this? Yeah, that's why I don't have any respect for these dudes, man.
Yeah.
I don't have any respect for them. Especially when they keep on crying, keep on getting on Facebook posts crying, you know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, when what's his name? Earlier this morning when Iron Bush,
Okay.
because I wouldn't respond to him, he just had a whole conversation with himself on my channel.
Yeah.
He's answering his own.
He responded to himself.
I said, you know what? Cool. I finally put something in there, and I just told him, hey man, you know, I'll address this later, whatever.
Right.
And I got to thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. I gave you a break. I also helped you out in your time of need, man, and used my community's finances in order to give you something. You've openly disrespected my whole every single guest I've had on my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, claiming that yours is the best video ever. You know what? So I said, you know what? I don't want that energy attached to, you know, anything. So I took that video that we did and I put it in members only.
Yeah.
There's no sense leaving it out there in the public for just everybody who doesn't even know Archaix or anything. That should be for my members. Y'all want to check it out, it's okay. If not, I'm done promoting the man.
Yeah.
I'm done promoting the man.
Right.
So Micah Dank gets on social media and starts crying.
Yeah.
Jason's gonna hide Iron Bush's video behind a paywall. I would never hide nothing behind a paywall. And then in the same comment goes and tries to sell you his books.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Man. A lot of childish drama.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in high school.
Yeah.
Wow.
50 years old in high school still somehow.
It is so bizarre, man. Just so bizarre.
It's the world we live in, you know? Patterns people fall into. They don't want to leave that. It's comfort for them.
Dude, it's just bizarre, man. It's like with the J Dreamers deal.
Yeah.
It seems like those you reach out to the most bite you the hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's nuts.
It's not only him. It's shoot, I'm not even gonna give you the full list of all the evil Dawn did to me.
Right.
Yeah, but I keep my public face.
Right.
Yeah, my community doesn't even have a clue.
Yeah.
Everything this woman did. Oh yeah,
well, it's
man.
personal to you.
Oh yeah,
you don't
man.
need to know all that. Yeah, it's crazy.
So I just deal with it and just prepare for my next video.
Right. Keep on going.
But that's the whole key to being successful on YouTube, is to be yourself, tell the truth, and produce content.
Right.
That's it. Those are the only three things you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. And whoever's vibrating on your frequency will find you. And whoever's not vibrating on your frequency will do the things that these guys have done.
Right.
Yeah, man.
I agree.
So, yeah, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. I'm done with it.
No, we're doing, you know what? Good segue, because there's no reason to lose sleep, because, I mean, with what's happening with Cypher, the group there, I mean, man, they're blowing up.
Yeah.
They are.
I'm a little humbled by that.
It's amazing to see a community like ours come together and just,
they're building. I got a few people trying to get back in. I've told them to F off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because since you mentioned Cypher, everything was going really good. And then, you know, a lot of people were still under the impression Dawn and I were still together. So I kind of addressed it again and said, hey guys, you know what, not only that, but circumstances prevailed, man. I've had to let her go. She no longer works for Archaix anymore. Right. So I just casually mentioned, I move on. I go on my video. So within 12 hours, she went on the assault. Man. Yeah. And totally I mean, to the point to where I could actually sue for defamation because she cost me over $12,500 per month. Well, yeah, because I'm honorable, and when people ask for their refunds, I gave it to them.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here you go. Nothing she said was true. I can't believe you're believing a woman who just got fired. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden she comes out with all this, and you actually believe it and question my integrity.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So now some of these people, a handful, that have seen that we have open sourced it, and then we turned around and the 7th iteration of the software just dropped. And it's you guys are the ones that designed this, because we wrapped the algorithms around your suggestions on how to do things. It's the first version of Cypher that was a community effort.
Right.
Everybody put it together. It's not, we're going to drop an 8th and a 9th. Like I said, we're going to do this until it's done.
Yeah.
And then I've already promised everybody, you know what, you're going to get the final version. The final version of the software you'll have in your possession to do what you want with.
Right.
So now all of a sudden people who question my integrity and demanded their money back are already coming back.
Of course. Of course.
Get out of here.
You know, it goes right back to what you said, Jason. It goes right back to be yourself, tell the truth, and just produce content.
I agree.
And that's what you're doing. You're being yourself.
So really the moral of the story is if your channel sucks, it's because it's not me.
Right.
I didn't do nothing to you. Yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't do nothing to you.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Stupid.
You know, and having that come back, that ripple is gonna come back on the back end.
Yeah, there's no doubt. No,
you know,
listen.
It sucks, but
listen, you got to deal with all these things.
Right, you do.
You have to roll with the punches. That's exactly what I did. And yeah, I've come out of this. I've come out of this good. But still, it just goes to show, man. I have a long list of people I can tell you about where I went out of my way to help these people, and they became absolutely ultra toxic.
Right.
On the attack, I was like, wow, man. It's like, is it a law? Is there some type of, I thought I understood the construct pretty good.
Right.
But is there some type of unwritten law that I've been tapping into that the people that you reach out and selflessly help the most will be the ones that sink their teeth into you the deepest?
Right.
Is there a law I don't know about here?
No.
Because man, dude, I've been, since the inception of my channel, it's always been somebody attacking me. It's like, God, when is this ever going to end? When is this going to end? And many times it's been people right here in my own inner circle.
It's the hard part. That's hard. That's real hard. Because you're not expecting it. You're not.
Yeah, man.
And you know, you're doing your thing, putting out truth, educating people, and you don't expect someone close to you like that to just twist it, you know?
Yeah, we gotta roll with the punches.
You gotta roll. Like you said, you know, one of the things for me is rolling with the punches. And you mentioned before, you're fully aware that these are the things that are going to come with what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you go, you know, we have to take that.
Well, you already know that when you make yourself public, that you're going to be under a lot of scrutiny.
Yeah.
And this is why, you know, there's a law. I seem to resonate more with people that I know.
Mm-hmm.
Like Martin Leakey.
Yeah.
I seem to resonate with people I know as opposed to doing podcasts with people. I don't even know your identity, bro.
Right.
Me and you can talk about things all day long. We're all cool, but who are you really?
Right.
That's not your real name. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's so crazy, dude. I'm all about frequency. I'm all about, man. As soon as somebody's around me, I know it's like, okay, I'm feeling this person. But then again, people can be very deceptive as well.
I agree.
So sometimes you have to be with somebody for a few weeks before you start seeing and say, wow, this person really hasn't showed me what I'm suspecting, but they've showed me enough about them to realize, wow, this person is capable of doing all this, and this. I think I might need to back away. I think we make executive decisions about people like that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I know I do, but
me too.
I don't know, man. It's good. It's a good conversation, but I would never want. I don't wish any ill will on these guys.
Right. Yeah.
But to me, it's kind of equally sad that you would pigeonhole yourselves into. Let me give you 3 examples right here. Okay. First of all, I'm going to use these 3 guys as examples, and they'll never learn from this because this is the architecture of their souls. This is soulic material here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a spiritual problem. It's not a social problem.
Right.
So I'll take the first one, Gnostic Academy.
Okay.
Maybe a good guy, but he's full of envy and hatred and jealousy over other people's success when they talk about topics that he thinks he's an expert. You follow me?
Yep, I got you.
So this impedes his growth. He's never going to grow. His channel's not going to grow because when people come to his channel and they listen to him, they feel and they resonate with that distress. They feel it coming off of him. Like, damn, man, you really got out for this guy, man. I kind of like his videos. He's got some deep stuff. He said, you didn't really debunk a whole lot here, man. You understand?
Yeah.
So with Gnostic Academy, he pigeonholed himself. Something I never did. Mm-hmm. Because Archaix is about reality, and reality covers everything. And I can do Hook Monkey videos, I can do van rant videos, I can do conversations in my studio with Rainbow Dark or you, or Big John right here, or Cole, you understand?
Yeah.
And people that come to Willis, I can go do videos out in the public. I travel and go do videos in hotels and abroad. Yeah, I can do Archaix 4.0 presentations. I can do Anuna videos, Dark Satellite videos. You get the idea.
Yes.
We Immortals videos, Great Pyramid videos. There's no end. To the videos. I can do decodes on movies. I can do and everything because simulation theory answers for every single enigma in the modern and ancient world. Everything.
I agree.
So, Roku's basilisk is real. And as long as no one can actually answer for the dichotomy paradox, then dichotomy Jason is always only getting halfway there.
Yeah.
And he's looking at the end.
Same here.
That's dichotomy Jason. That's dichotomy Justin.
Yeah.
You're always going to be traveling. And in order to get somewhere, you gotta get halfway there first.
Right.
So by the time I get halfway there, I still got halfway to go. But before I can even get there, I gotta get to the halfway point.
Yeah.
So dichotomy Jason runs to that halfway point.
Yep.
I'm in a never-ending Mandelbrot set based off pi and phi multiplied together to be 5.08. Meaning it is a circle that never closes and it moves forward. Ooh. I can never catch up with myself.
Yeah.
I'm in a simulation, bro.
Mathematical construct.
I'm in a simulation, man. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And the Fermi paradox totally supports the dichotomy paradox. So the Fermi paradox is we would like to say that aliens are smart enough to look at Earth and say, I'm not going down there with these semi-psychotic bastards. But it's not true. The Fermi paradox is that if space was real and all these luminaries were actually real, then there would have been 100,000 alien civilizations who would have already visited us by now.
Right. We would have been visited. There would have been evidence, like you said. There would have been ships here.
So we wouldn't need an Ancient Aliens channel. It would be daily life.
Yeah.
It would be daily life. It'd be a Star Trek type life. We wouldn't need a bunch of liars on Ancient Aliens trying to tell us that this damn rock right here was left by an alien from the Pleiades star system that came over here, and he's just waiting on Trump to give him the call so the Galactic Federation come in so we can save everybody's life.
Save everybody's life. Yep, they're waiting up in the atmosphere right now.
So Gnostic Academy has pigeonholed himself.
Yeah.
Gnostic Academy means your channel is about the gnosis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, less than 0.001% of the population on YouTube is going to be interested in Gnosticism.
Right.
So you've literally chosen and pigeonholed a topic that's never going to get you anywhere. So be happy with the community you got.
Yeah.
Because with the attitude you have, I don't see any growth. That's my personal opinion. You got that free from Jason of Archaix. Simple as that. Pigeonholed yourself. I didn't have anything to do with that.
Nope.
Same thing with Chief Ironbush. So you don't have anything of literary value to bring to the table. You have claims of an ancestry that's giving you a bunch of stories, and you have no evidence whatsoever that you're not just borrowing from a bunch of YouTube channels, including Archaix, weaving these stories together, and because you're not citing a single source.
Where's the source?
Where all this material comes from.
Right, that's what I want to see too.
So, Chief Ironbush, you did it to yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You're not welcome back on my channel. I don't deal with crybabies at all. Done with it. But you pigeonhole yourself. Don't ever admit to a community that you don't read books. That's crazy.
That's not a good admission, that's for sure.
And Micah Dank, I gave Micah Dank a shot on Archaix TV. On Archaix TV, I just released the original 31st Phoenix. They're not even all on YouTube. The original 30 Phoenix phenomenon videos, dude. I'm talking about unedited. I got tubes in my nose. You can hear chickens and pigs.
Hell yeah. what I'm talking about.
My original data dumps on the Phoenix, dude.
I was gonna be good.
We're in that first 300 videos when
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody listening to my channel. I'm just steady putting videos out.
Right.
So, dude, I just uploaded the original 30, and I got 30 more. I'm gonna upload them tonight. Or at least 20 more.
Heck yeah.
But I'm getting all the Phoenix, every Phoenix phenomenon. I didn't even realize I had so many.
Yeah, you got.
I had to pull them from all different drives and thumb drives and stuff. So anyway, they're on Archaix TV right now. I just uploaded them all yesterday. And so with Micah Dank, I don't know why I had him on my channel to begin with. I know it was peer pressure. It was peer pressure. The man just contacted me over and over, contacted Big John, complained on social media, when are you going to have me on? And I'm like, damn, man, I was always putting him off because I never resonated with him.
You were saying, I got your email. I got your email. We're working on it.
Dude, I'm not feeling the vibe.
Yeah.
At all.
I get that.
So finally I said, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. That's a Big John scheduling. Get him on, man. Let's get him on and let's see what he has to say.
Right. Let's put him
I'm going to give him the floor. I gave Micah Dank the floor.
You did.
And I did not try to upset him. None of his material. Just let it flow through the whole thing, even though I'm bored as hell, because astrotheology does not amaze me in any way, because I understand that it is a Roman creation made at the exact same time the Romans created Christianity.
Yeah.
They made both of them. They're lockstep together.
Yeah.
So none of this amazes me. It's like one step above a Cracker Jack bottle decoder ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And somebody's amazed at, this fits right here, and you have to turn left. Look. Look, this means this and this means this.
The symbol turned into that, yeah.
You're falling for exactly what the Romans designed you to fall for. It's as simple as that.
Story.
Tetrabiblos means 4 books. It's astrology. The cipher is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
4 books. Wow.
So,
yeah, see, that's amazing.
And this is why all the cathedrals, this is why all the chapels, this is why all the Christian tunes and all that are all astrotheological based. It's all. Jesus is the Son. He was never here. Remember, I tell you all the time.
Right.
Jesus is what we want. He's not what we have.
What we have. Yep.
Yeah.
You can't make this shit up.
The true immortal here is us. The message of Jesus was super spiritual. I don't know where it came from. I believe it came from an older Samaritan text called the Sayings and Issue. But that's neither here nor there. The red letter edition of Jesus, pure spiritual food. All the historical shit attached to it was invented by the church. Every bit of it. So
you remove all of that, and what you're left with the spiritual teaching.
You're left with the spiritual material. The words of Jesus are very, very spiritual.
Yeah.
You know, and it doesn't even matter if the man was here or not. What matters is what? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Yeah.
The golden rule.
Yep.
The golden, how you apply the golden rule would never change if somebody was nailed to a tree or not.
Right.
If somebody was nailed to a tree or not, and I mean, you know I've cited all 10 writers that were there at that time of the world when the crucifixion happened, and none of them said anything like that happened.
Right.
Yeah, I've listed them on my channel. All 10 authors, all their work still exists today. Not one of these men ever said any of these events happened. And let me tell you something. The gospel specifically says that when Christ was crucified, the dead resurrected, and they came up out of their tombs all around Jerusalem. What historian told us that happened?
How come I haven't read
because
about that?
Because a whole bunch of zombies come up out of those tombs, man, and people, we didn't know it. And if you're going to say, oh no, Jason, you don't understand, he's talking about their spirits came out of the tomb. Okay, cool. Okay. What historian could have wrote that? Because who'd have preserved that?
Who's going to know? Yeah, who's going to know that?
If it was just spirits. It gets ridiculous.
Yeah.
All the gaslighting.
It does.
So
huge gaslighting.
So with Chief Iron Bush, goes the same way. I'm not going to say I outgrow all my contemporaries, but in this case, I don't think I was ever on their level to begin with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had issues with Bro Sanchez. Not personal. I actually like him. And a bunch of my community actually like him. He's a funny guy. But where we had an issue was I kind of took offense over the fact that you kind of treated me like some trashy YouTuber instead of the published author or researcher I am.
Right.
Because you invited me to give a presentation, but he actually invited me under false pretenses, because as soon as I came in, it was an ambush where he just wanted to tell me why I was wrong about something.
Okay, he set you up.
Yeah, he set me up. Yeah. So that right there just turn bad flavor, man. Bad flavor.
Just like that.
So anyway, it's other than that, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, he also took it to another level. I don't give a damn about anybody talking about my criminal history.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's out there.
I don't give a damn about it. Don't even care.
Yeah.
I was 17 years old, and I'm not even the one that actually did the horrible shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that dude made a deal with the state to take a whole bunch more time. He got 45 years to take a whole bunch more time, but it's gotten ridiculous that the default of attacking Archaix always ends up being criminal history. But which is really ironic because our politicians, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Our president, Trump, shit.
He's a felon.
He's a felon, but hold on, it's even worse than that. It's even worse than that. So we had a conversation with Manny Pumpkin recently.
Yeah. We did.
This goes into something. I want to make a point about this, but why don't you tell everybody what you don't have to go deep.
Yeah. So we were talking about. I was struggling with some stuff with purpose, right? You know, we talk about purpose, and that's what we were discussing, and that's rooted for me personally.
Yeah.
That's rooted for me in Christianity, and believing, you know, that if I think a certain way, I'm condemned every day, right, or whatever.
Right.
So that led me to purpose. And it's like, well, what am I here for? What am I doing? And we had a discussion, and she mentioned something from Max Egan, and it just came to the conclusion of there is no purpose.
Max is a character, man.
Okay, there is no purpose. So, and I resonated with that. And I agreed. However, I know there was still a part of me that was like, no, there's still some more. There's still more to this. So where can we go from there, purpose-wise? How does that look? You know, being nihilistic, not having a give a damn for anything. You know, what does that lead you?
Yeah, I have problems with nihilism. I have problems. See, listen. Somebody I like a lot, and I've even invited him to my San Diego meetup. Logan of Decode Your Reality.
Yeah,
he's a nihilist. So.
Okay.
I just have problems with it. I don't vibrate with that.
Right.
And I'll give you a real good example. So if you're gonna be a nihilist and nothing matters, you know what I mean?
Yeah. God
doesn't matter. What I do doesn't matter. Personal morals and ethics and shit don't matter.
No good, no bad.
No good and no bad.
Right down the middle.
Yeah, nothing matters. So
yeah.
Okay, that's cool because all those people hiding behind the Epstein list, they're nihilists too. Yeah. All those people doing inhuman trafficking, they're nihilists too. Yeah. See, I'm free to speak on this. You understand?
Yeah.
17 years old, I go to prison for a sex crime. You follow me?
Yeah.
I'm free to speak on the fact that all our governors, all these people in high positions of power, we know for a fact most of them are pedophiles.
Right.
None of them have done prison time.
On the list.
Yeah. Yeah. John Ernesto does something really horrific. I'm there, yeah, I'm part of it. I'm a participant. I carjacked, I did it, I'm guilty. You know what I mean? Also took it to the police.
Yeah.
I also wrote a full statement about everything that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also got fucking railroaded. But you know what? It made me the man I am today.
Yes,
in order to deliver the information to people that I'm delivering today, I had to go through all that shit, so I would never take any of it back.
Yeah.
It's who I am today, man. But we have a whole bunch of people in society right now, straight up child predators who got a pass. Straight up rapists who got a pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to really truly promote nihilism, well shit. You're actually just saying, you know what, go rape a kid. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. Yeah, I'm not cool with that.
Yeah, no.
I'm not cool with that. And I'm qualified to speak about it. You know why? Because I served every bit of my sentence day for day. I got my voting rights back. I'm an absolutely free man. I'm an absolutely free man. And that's even coming from the perspective of somebody who didn't even really do it.
Right.
Yeah. There ain't nobody in the world. There ain't nobody in the world that could ever talk to that girl and say, hey man, did Jason do anything to you? She's going to tell you, yeah, he took me to the police station.
Right.
Yeah. So we have nihilism. Nihilism is actually something that would promote that nefarious activity.
Right.
Yeah, that's totally hypocritical.
Right.
It's totally hypocritical. All these people that have been implicated in Epstein Island, including Donald J. Trump.
Right.
He was there many times. There's video footage of him partying with Epstein over and over and over.
Pictures, them together.
It begs the question. I didn't know we were going to talk about Epstein, but you know what? It begs the question. the man's probably in federal protective custody.
Right.
And living the life. Having a blast.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a new narrative going around. I just saw it this morning.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, I think I mentioned it, but we got in the van and went somewhere.
Oh, no.
Oh, somebody who released that data about they think Trump made a deal. Okay, the people on the Epstein list made a deal with Trump.
Oh, that's right.
They said, listen, we are going to not oppose you on your America First program. Go ahead and make America great again. Go ahead and do all the things you wanted to do. Increase your economy, bring your manufacturing back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, follow through on your tariff threats and all. Listen, but give us some time before you release that list.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the deal that people were talking about on social media this morning. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't even know.
Right.
I don't know. But why wouldn't you want to? I voted for the man in 2016. I'm embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
I voted for the man. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't 2016.
2020.
In 2020.
Right.
I voted for the man in 2020. Yeah. It's the first time I've been to a church since the 80s. Because the voting was in a local church. Yeah. You've seen my community. There's churches everywhere.
Oh, yeah. There's churches all around
It's
here.
the first time I've been to a church since the 80s. Yeah, man. And it's so I am passionate about that duplicity.
Yeah.
Because, I got people who attack me from my past, not even really knowing the details. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
All they see is what happened. Like,
yeah.
There's a charge.
Yeah, man. That's all. They don't even know the details, so they attack me from my past. And that's all good. Jimmy Corsetti's done it. Billy Carson's done it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Gnostic Academy.
Yes.
Yeah, he defaulted to my criminal history. Total shitbag. You know what I mean?
It's childish move.
But it's okay. Because my skin is thick. And I am stronger than anything that can happen to me.
That's right.
But the duplicity does piss me off. That people would sit there and try to attack my integrity while at the same time you're voting for a baby rapist. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So this is
wild.
Yeah, it's over and over and over, man. I think about that. I was like, damn, all our politicians protected by police departments, protected by intelligence agencies, all this full apparatus of pedophiles and stuff, and you want to attack me.
On that.
What's wrong with you, dude?
That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
You can't make this shit up. Because that's what people do.
Yeah, man.
It's ridiculous.
So, I mean, that might even have some reason. I don't know. I'm just freestyling. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
I don't know. I don't know why they leave my channel alone. I got tiny hat videos out there. I'm very opinionated on X. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't give a damn about what their opinions are.
And I asked you earlier today when we were in the van, they own YouTube.
Yeah, they own YouTube.
And
they own YouTube, and they still let us talk about it.
You're free to. I don't think. It's just me personally. I think they're not going to touch you at all. They can't.
I don't know. Well, they always can, but I'm just saying
But
I don't know, man. It's like we only have 15 years left, so why care? Why care?
Yeah, why? It's too late to be polite.
I'm talking about from their perspective. From their perspective.
Oh, from their perspective.
Yeah, why care?
Yeah, that's true.
We only have 15 years left, so why care? I mean, why try to suppress the truth anyway when it doesn't even matter? Our facilities are already built.
Right.
We're already secure. We're already secure.
That's
we
true.
all knew. We're all going to get a text, just like on 9/11. We're all going to get it. We're all going to get a text telling us where our rendezvous points are when we need to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably already got their go-to bags ready. And we're talking about an event in 2033, 2034, or 2035 when they finally get that text and they all go. Because when all these people go underground to these facilities, it'll be way before 2040.
Right.
They're not going to wait till 2040.
No, they're not.
It's stupid. They have provisions down there for 20, 25 years. They're going to wait out 2040 and 2046 and then come up.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just like Mothership that explains how they all come up after the second dragon destroys the world again.
Yeah. Man,
back-to-back dragons. Crazy.
Weird.
Man, all the things we're talking about.
Man, we got, and yes, I mean, speaking of that, because I've always liked to, ever since I was introduced to the material. I know it's speculation, right? But for me, that's like using my imagination, or it is using my imagination, and then it's a spiritual quality. So I like to think of, well, what comes after? If this is a simulation, right? Like you've said it many times. You never know. We might come out of this and just pull a headset off. We might pull one of those little things that you see on that show Black Mirror that goes on the temples or whatever. Just pop it off and wake up, and what does that look like? because it could be, what I like to do is the Vegas meetup, right? And we talked about it. I went into director mode, and my imagination built a whole universe, and I thought of, okay, this is the Nemesis simulation, or whatever the simulation is that we're in. It's a bitch, but what if the outside looks like the Marvel world in a sense, with entities? You know, we have all these different physical entities that look different. They're, you know, just like the Marvel world,
Right.
and in a way, it kind of I link it to understanding that when you meet a soul or a person, the physicality doesn't matter. It's who they are, and so for me, in a way, what leads to purpose in a sense is just understanding that in this simulation, maybe it's just about understanding the judgment of another soul, like who they are, what they are. I don't know, just what do you think? I mean, I know we've got some pretty out there stuff, but I know you said capital shit before. It's just, but it's interesting to just speculate.
Yeah, we just listen to your eyes. Okay, so it could be something way different than all that.
Right.
When we leave this experience, we might instantly appear somewhere else, and only a few seconds have even passed. So there was no stewards, no attendees were required or nothing, and we're back in our real avatar.
Right.
But when we appear back, there's been upgrades to that avatar. The upgrades are, you know, it might take thousands of years in the real world for those upgrades to change a lot. Most of the upgrades are internal, because if this is a holographic experience, then there's nothing to say that when we exit this experience, we're not going into a deeper layer of the holography. And it could be a spiritual journey from the beginning.
Right.
And God could be a hologram and we're just in him. So, and it's all different areas of God that we're traveling through that we call sims. These are all constructs. So we may all know each other.
Right.
We may all know each other, and that's why we as a group all decided to go through this one together. And we've been going through life sims multiple times in this construct. With the new, I would not doubt. I wouldn't be surprised if I found out that it could be something as simple as some beautiful, glorious gem-colored type city, and there's a sphere in the center court. And souls gravitate toward the sphere and they all go to it. And it's some cerebral interface holography that is so spiritually, technologically advanced that when you look into the sphere, it's giving you all the data that you're looking for. But the next person standing to you is receiving something totally different according to their experiences, who they are, and their relationship with the oversoul. Yeah. And it's telling you what sims are open, which ones are opening, which ones are about to start, which ones are not available for any period of time. Telling you which one's still going for the one you came from, and instantly uploading whatever new information you took out of that experience.
Okay.
Follow me?
Yeah.
So it happens instantly. And then once you've got your download, you go visit family. You go visit friends and family. And you have something about your avatar. Remember in the mysteries, in the Christian mysteries, and in the ancient Greek mysteries, the focus was on the power. It was on the divine cloak, the robe that you're given. You're given a white robe with a new stone. And the robe was actually a symbol for a new avatar, a new body.
Yeah, a new body.
So you have the stone was your new name. Your name contains your power. You were your name because your avatar's always changed. The only thing real about you is your identity. So your avatars will change according to what world you sign up for. And you go through it as a spiritual being. Okay. And sometimes there may be a world or a construct where a community is having a really bad time. They're not adjusting, and the oversoul may tell you, hey, you know what? You graduated the Nemesis sim. You know what I mean?
Right.
You need a break. But in your break, I would like you to enter this construct here as a teacher. And go into this construct here and help him. When you appear to them, you're like a Jesus type figure.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you're guiding them in all the things, then you disappear, and it starts a whole religion, and then they live life sims through there, and everything that you taught them fragments into a bunch of different philosophies and religions during the course of the histories of that construct. And then then when you make your exit, you've matured and done something even greater. But And in some, there may be something that the oversoul thinks that you need to learn or need to experience. No.
Yeah.
So you sign up for one, it's a dungeon realm. It's terrible. But it's something that you got to go through.
Right.
But in the end, you're going to be all right.
Right.
You're going to be all right. And you know you're going to be all right because of the love of the oversoul. And in the real universe, everything's good and okay. And it's all about getting closer and closer and closer to the oversoul.
Right.
Because there's a rumor in the spiritual community that once you ascend high enough, you actually become your own creator, a creator of your own universe, where you build your own constructs.
Yeah,
and then new souls are sent to you. And it's an unending deal because an eternal God is never ending.
Right.
So the creation isn't a
Continues.
singularity. It's
It
a
continues.
continuum. It's
Yeah.
a continuum. Therefore, this would just go on and on and on. This is all imaginative.
Yeah.
But this is what I foresee. This is what I think could be very, very plausible.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think the greatest armor that we could ever have in this experience is humor.
Mm.
When we start being
I like
abused by everything around us, then everything around us begins to reciprocate by being amusing. And when things are being amusing in your field, that means they're not being detrimental, they're not being harmful, they're not sending negative energies. It's like playing with the conscience.
That makes sense.
And I think this is a lesson that the elite learned a long time ago. I think it's something they teach their children, such as currency, such as the money is the flow of currency.
Right.
There are many teachings that our controllers teach their kids, but they don't teach us.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
I agree.
They don't teach you. We have to learn these lessons out for ourselves. But yeah, man, that's a good conversation. But we'll go all day long.
Oh, I know. We could. How long have we been going?
Let me see. Hour and 56 minutes.
Oh, not bad. Okay. That was a good one, though.
Look, my shirt. I got all new shirts on Archaix.com. Also, if you go to the Archaix Shopify, which is going to be in the link in this description box, you're going to see these shirts and 11 other new shirts, badass shirts. They're already available now. Stickers and mugs. Yeah, I'm pretty proud. I'm pretty proud of Big John and Cheryl. They took off.
They did a good job. Damn good job. Love that Running Man shirt.
Yeah, man. So we'll probably watch a movie here in a little while.
Baby Phoenix is good, too.
I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about watching the Star Wars movie or
hey.
Matrix movie or something.
Hey, there we go.
I don't know, man. You got anything you want to say?
I just appreciate what you do. I really do. I know everybody says this, but it's just a fact. And you've changed a lot of people's lives. It really is true.
That's good to hear.
It was dark in the beginning. I will agree. You do have to go to the dark to see the light. And but just do it. Break pattern. Just do it.
That's what you're doing right now, guys. You're hearing it from a guy breaking pattern right now.
Just do it.
Yeah.
I've never felt freer. I've never felt happier to just do it. And I know it's easier said than done. But when you find that time and that space, do it. Love you guys.
I know my dog loves you.
Told you I got adopted.